Hey guys, I'm the C-Main235 and welcome back to another random ramble. So I'm going to be rambling about a couple of things this time. The first thing is a quick minor update on the updated thoughts of Mario Kart 8, or more specifically the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Vlog. I swear I'm still doing it. I'm gonna wait until after E3 though, because E3 is going to be fucking nuts, especially since it's happening for 5 days in a row. So that pretty much means I'm gonna be having a lot to edit this month. The next thing is the Pokemon Direct. I figured it really wasn't worth doing some kind of reaction thingamahoo's it's on, because really, does it really matter? It's like 8 to 10, 15 minutes, give or take, and there's only like 3 announcements. Pretty cool ones, but you know, regardless, it's only 3, so I figured it wasn't really worth showing off. But those announcements were Pokémon Tournament Deluxe, Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal for, well, actually, no, not Crystal this time, which I'll talk about in a minute. Pokemon Gold and Silver for the 3DS, which is essentially the Virtual Console re-releases, which people have been clamoring for a while now. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which are the updated Sun and Moon, which essentially was Pokemon Stars, I guess. You know, that was the rumor that we had, only, well, it's not exactly what we thought Pokemon Stars would be. Let's talk about, obviously, the smallest one first. Pokemon Gold and Silver. Not Crystal, though. I find it really disappointing that we didn't get Crystal. I mean, look, I get it. Crystal doesn't change that much. It has a subplot with Suicune. It has some Pokemon that Gold and Silver had, but now are, like, made easier to get. Not to mention, it also has a female avatar, which personally is why I actually would have liked Crystal, because it is the first game with a female avatar. I think that'd be pretty cool to show off. Not to mention, I do like the female trainer's design in that game. Yeah, I guess dreams don't come true. I guess I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. Regardless, I do like that Gold and Silver are coming to the 3DS Virtual Console. I have played Heart Gold and Soul Silver a bunch. I am at least going to get Silver. I'm not sure if I'm going to get Gold. Maybe I'll just get it for like the second 3DS so I can just like trade between them, but I'm not really sure. That's the thing. I don't think we're going to be able to complete the Pokédex this time, because unlike Mew, which has a glitch that can be exploited to get him in the red and blue versions, even on the Virtual Console, which I just did actually like a half an hour ago. I actually bought red and blue on the Virtual Console, and I used blue in order to get Mew. So that was neat. Not the point. We aren't going to be able to get Celebi, and I am not sure if Mew can actually be transferred without something going wrong, because that Mew was from a glitch. It's not legit. So I'm actually very curious if we're going to even be able to complete the Pokédex this time. Because, you know, they did say they were going to give us, like, a special Mew in order to actually get it for that game, but it never ended up happening unless you were in Japan, which is stupid. If it did end up happening, I haven't seen it. Like, I've looked up everywhere, and there's been no special codes given out, so Nintendo, that was false advertising. Fuck you for that. Hopefully they'll find a way to get Celebi in there. I doubt it, so maybe I'll just get Silver, just for the sake of having it. Because honestly, you know, I'm not going to be able to complete the Pokédex this time, so why even bother? And I know that some people will say, well, you don't need Celebi to complete the Pokédex and get that achievement, but I like to have everyone. If I'm going to 100% the game, may as well go all the way with it, you know? Pokémon Tournament, which is by far my favorite announcement, but also the one that hit me the hardest and made me the most angry. Not so much at the Direct, but at myself. I didn't buy Pokémon Tournament until December of last year. And I spent a lot of time on that shitty single-player mode. That single-player mode was fucking awful. That's probably the worst single-player mode. It's annoying as shit. The AI is a cheating bitch, and the actual way you unlock the characters is stupid because it's repetitive as fuck. Even if you do have an easy time in Pokémon Tournament unlocking the shit, it's still repetitive as hell. Oh, and the story it tried to have was terrible. So yeah, awful single-player. Great battle mechanics and great fighting engine, to be sure. And online mode was a hell of a lot more fun than single player was, but at the same time it was still pretty meh. So I'm hoping that Pokémon Tournament Deluxe will be able to fix that. And I'm hoping that there are no unlockables. At least no unlockable characters, okay? Okay, I can deal with unlockable stages and unlockable Pokemon, okay? Do something to fix that, okay? Jesus fucking Christ, the arcade mode was awful. Pokémon Tournament I actually bought for the Wii U on December of last year. And right now, we just got an announcement for it for September. I'm like, fuck. I just bought this damn game and now I have to buy it again. That's kind of my fault. I should have known they were going to do something with that considering how poorly the Wii U did. But, whatever. You know, it's great that we're getting 5 extra characters, I guess. You know, 4 of them were in the arcade version beforehand as, like, added characters. One of them is new, though. It's Decidueye. It's the grass-type starter in Sun and Moon, which is a starter I chose. Funny how the starters I choose happen to end up getting in a fighting game. It started with Greninja with X and Y, and now with Decidueye in Sun and Moon. So that's kind of neat. I think it's kind of neat because I guess I'm easily amused. But I don't really have anything else to say other than cool that we're getting it. But man, did I wish I didn't buy Pokemon Tournament. I was assuming they were going to release those 4 characters. No, they didn't release them. Ugh. God, I want to beat myself up for that. Well, on brighter but also semi-depressing news, we also have Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Updated versions of Sun and Moon with an alternate story that is essentially going to be... It's essentially the 3rd version of Pokemon Sun and Moon, only it's going to be a 3rd and 4th version. I'll admit I'm mixed, mostly because they're not actually Black and White 2. Now, what I mean by that is in their structure. You see, Black and White 2 for Gen 5 were sequels. I wouldn't mind if they were sequels or continuations of a story, but apparently it's going to actually be an alternate take of the same story, which, if it does enough difference, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, then I'm going to be honest, that's a bit of a dick move on Nintendo's part because I think that they're being incredibly lazy with this. I would have appreciated it better had it have been for it being on the Nintendo Switch. But as it stands, it's not on the Nintendo Switch, it's on the Nintendo 3DS. Yes, Pokemon is once again sticking to the previously yet outdated hardware just because they want to finish the generation on that hardware. Don't know why, don't care why, it's dumb. They did the same thing for Black and White 2. They stuck with the DS even though they should have used the 3DS, and they got to the 3DS like a year later. What can you do? I'm gonna get them, or at least I'm probably gonna get Ultra Moon just so I can get Lunala easier. I do like Solgaleo new form though. I do like him fused with Necrozma, I believe his name was. So yeah, that's a neat little form. I just hope it's very different. Like, I hope it's not Sun and Moon, but with some slightly altered story details and some new legendaries and Pokemon to catch, and maybe a national dex thrown in there. I hope it's, like, actually a brand new Pokemon game, even though you're in the same region as last time. Because if it's not, then that's going to be a little disappointing and kind of a ripoff to the highest degree. You know, I know it'll be fun, so, you know, it's not something I'm angry about. Like, I know a lot of other people are fucking pissed, but I'm not angry about it personally, but, you know, because they've pulled this before, and Black and White 2 are great games. They're some of my favorites in the series. Gen 5 is my favorite generation as a whole, so hopefully the game won't slow down as much. But yeah, you know, I'm excited for it, but at the same time I am a little disappointed they didn't take advantage of the Switch. Perhaps next generation, for Pokemon Gen 8, they're probably gonna, you know, use the Nintendo Switch. They better use the Nintendo Switch. I know Nintendo said they wanted to create a successor to the 3DS. I think that's just bullshit because, you know, they want to make sure the 3DS is still selling for as long as it can before they just nix it and then they just focus all their eggs in one basket with the Switch. But at the same time, if they do make a sequel handheld to the 3DS, that's a dumb move. So I guess the final thing I'll talk about is how I'm handling E3. E3 is actually right around the corner, like literally right around the corner. We have like 2 days until E3 starts. Actually, we're more like 3 days until E3 starts. It starts on Sunday this time and goes all the way to, I believe, Thursday or Friday, something like that. And there's going to be a lot more conferences. You know, so that's going to be pretty cool. What I'm going to do is, a while ago I wanted to do reactions for all the conferences. I was trying to do that last year, but it never panned out because I got hit with copyright. I should have expected that, but, you know, I didn't because I'm a dumb fuck. I think I was still able to do Nintendo's, though. Not sure if I'll do Nintendo's this time, since it is just going to be a regular conference, and I didn't do the Nintendo Switch presentation. I'm honestly debating whether I should just stop doing those altogether. What I am going to do, however, is I am going to make a, an impressions video just strictly on the, just strictly on all of the conferences all at once. It's probably going to be multiple parts, but, that's probably how it's going to work. Not sure if I'm going to invite Zach on that one, or someone else, for that matter, but I do know I am at least going to do a video like that for, for myself. So, I guess if you're a fan of this channel, all two of you, look forward to that. That's all for me. I'm the Steam825, signing out.